Hello, everybody. I'm the Amazing Atheist, most amazing man in all of existence. You've probably heard of me. Cleveland Patrolman Association President Jeffrey Fulmer on Sunday issued a statement against the wide receiver for, a wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns, one Andrew Hawkins, for wearing a shirt to practice that said, "Justice for Tamir Rice and John Crawford, two black men who were both killed for holding fake guns." Tamir Rice, you can't even really call Tamir Rice a man. He was 12 years old. He had a BB gun. The officer said,
"It's pretty pathetic when athletes think they know the law. They should stick to what they know best on the field. The Cleveland police protect and serve the Browns Stadium, and the Browns organization owes us an apology."
He goes on to say,
"It's not a call for justice. They were justified. Cleveland police officers work with the Cleveland Browns hand in hand, and when he disrespects two of our police officers, he disrespects everybody else."
Okay, so let's look at these two cases. Tamir Rice, 12-year-old kid, has a BB gun. The cops say, we did everything we could not to have to shoot him, but look at the footage. They roll up on him, they shoot him. The whole thing takes place in a matter of seconds. Do you think the police even had time to say, "Get on the ground"? And if they did, do you honestly think Tamir had any time to comply before they simply wasted him? As for John Crawford, he committed the heinous crime of holding a toy rifle in a Dayton Walmart. Yeah, toy rifle. Toy rifles and BB guns, that's enough to get you killed. In fact, selling cigarettes illegally on the street corner is enough to get you killed in America. But, the most interesting part of this article is actually the final statement that the officer makes. This is the president of the Cleveland Patrolmen's Association. This is the president. This is the guy that they have chosen to represent them.
"How about this? Listen to police officers' commands, listen to what we tell you, and just stop. I think that eliminates a lot of problems. I have kids too. They know how to respect the law. They know what to do when a police officer comes up to them. I think the nation needs to realize that when we're telling you to do something, do it. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you're right, the courts will figure it out."
So this cop is basically saying, obey us, or we have every right to kill you. Even if you pose no legitimate threat to us, obey us, or we will kill you. I think the police need to change their motto from "to serve and protect" to "obey or die." I mean, obey or die. Isn't that the very essence of totalitarianism? Isn't that the very definition of fascism? Obey the edicts of this duly appointed government representative, or you will be immediately killed and there will be no repercussions for your death because you should have listened. You should have obeyed. I don't even see how Tamir Rice had a chance to obey anything. I mean, if the cops' immediate reaction to a scene is to show up and shoot, how can you possibly obey anything they say? They didn't say anything. I mean, if you know that there's a gunman, or you get a report that someone is wielding a gun and you're a cop, wouldn't the more sensible thing be to pull up 20 or 30 feet away, get out of your car, maybe get some covers, then say, "Hey, do this, or we're going to use this force against you"? But no, they rolled up, they got out, they shot. That's all they did. And this guy is saying, totally justified, totally okay. Totally okay to shoot a 12-year-old kid for having a BB gun without even making any effort whatsoever to ascertain the nature of the situation. Not making any effort whatsoever to figure out what's actually going on. And then when someone like Andrew Hawkins wears a shirt that criticizes them for this, their response is, well, they deserved it because they didn't obey us. Are we really going to stand for this? Are we really going to just say that it's okay for the Cleveland Patrolman Association president to tell us that if we're not obedient, that if we don't follow their commands and their orders, they have every fucking right to blow us away, to end our entire existence? I mean, do you feel safe? Do you feel protected by that? Do those sound like the kind of protectors that you want? People who have obvious contempt for the very citizens that they are supposed to quote-unquote protect and serve? I mean, since when is just not listening to the cops enough of a reason to kill you? I mean, it used to be that the only way that a police officer shooting you was justified was if you posed some threat to them. But apparently, we're junking that idea. Fuck that. All you have to do to get shot is not obey. That's fascism. That's totalitarianism. That's a police state. How long will you tolerate it? How long will you be content to just bitch about it on the internet? How long are you just going to share stories on Facebook and act like that's accomplishing something? How long are you just going to get on a camera and do an angry rant and act like that's solving the problem? I don't know. Is this a problem we're going to be dealing with for the next 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 years? Who knows? All I know is that just complaining about it and pointing out that it's happening doesn't seem to be solving the problem. And this idea that all we have to do is put cameras on the police and then all of a sudden the problem is going to disappear, I mean, that's a good first step. But hell, we had video footage of Eric Garner. We saw what happened. We saw that there was no reason to use that level of force. But they still got off. They still got off. It didn't matter that there was video footage of the event happening, that every single person who watched that could clearly see that it wasn't justified. That didn't matter at all. Didn't matter one fucking bit. The cops still got off. You know why? Because the cops are always going to get off, because the justice system is in their favor. The justice system in this country will take the police's side nearly 100% of the time. Doesn't matter how unjustified they were. They're going to protect their own no matter what. So maybe their motto should be to protect and serve. To protect and serve them fucking selves. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out.